So today I've come to Yorkshire. This is Josh. He's going to be our tour guide today of the Rhinox Extreme Performance Bucket Factory. So we're going to be having a look at how buckets are made for diggers. You've got some Telehandler buckets as well we're going to look at. Some different specialist buckets as well. So we're going to start over here with welding and let's go and have a look. I'm quite excited. Just here we've got a Telehandler bucket shell that's ready to go in to be welded, isn't it?
That's right, yeah. So we've got all the components here. So all of these will be welded to the shell to make up one complete Telehandler bucket then.
Yeah, so these are ready to go. Don't fall. These are ready to go in to be, these have all been laser cut out. You have to do the laser cutting at your other factory, don't you?
That's right, yeah. So they're all laser cut off site basically because we don't have enough power on this agri facility to be able to run a plasma cutter or a laser cutter.
I see.
Like that. So it does have to be done off site.
So we've got the bits that weld on the side here. There you go, look, Rhinox. And then these are the sides of the bucket ready to be welded in, I take it. These are all the gusset plates.
Yep.
And then that's been bent into the right shape. Oh, very good. Oh, we've got some more. Rhinox. Well, there's some big brackets, aren't they? Well, they'll be off like a 14-tonner wood there. So well, I'm not even gonna say. I'll probably get the number wrong again.
I believe that's actually a 9-ton Kubota.
Oh right, okay. We'll forget about that. So just round here, these are all the profiles that they've got cut ready. Different bushes. So these are different profiles for different buckets.
That's right, yeah. So these are ready to weld onto the top of the shell to fit different machines, make some models.
And you've got the drawing as well, so you know which one
Exactly, yeah.
is which.
There's no mistakes then.
More profiles as well. So basically, if someone rings up and says, right, I want a bucket with X on it,
Yeah.
you can walk to here, pick up one of these different profiles,
Exactly.
and then weld it on the top of these.
Yeah.
And it just must, I mean, look at all these. These are for all different types of buckets. It's not just like a medium or a large, is it? It's like thousands and thousands of different size pins. Does it have a quick itch?
Exactly, yeah. There's so many different factors you've got to take into account as well. So just because you've got two Bobcat machines doesn't necessarily mean both of those Bobcat machines, for example,
Yeah.
put the same size buckets.
So not only that, this side as well, it's full of more profiles, look, with the drawings. Oh, it's just mind-boggling, isn't it?
So we've got the shanks here for the ripper teeth as well. So
These are the shanks of the ripper teeth.
nice chunks of metal.
Oh yeah.
This is our fabrication and welding department. So, like we said earlier, any products that we don't have in stock, we can just finish them off here.
Yeah.
We can manufacture from the ground up if we need to.
Yeah, okay.
Part of that hybrid working, so you can make sure your order is fulfilled quickly.
I can see buckets. What we've got going on there in the welding bays? Making a little bucket pins for the hangers. He's now welding the brackets on top of the bucket. On those teeth of that little bucket that he's welding up at the moment. Next welding bay, we've got, what's this, 3-ton digger bucket?
This one a 3-ton then?
3 ton?
What size bucket is this one?
It'll say on this over here what he's making.
Like it's a 5-ton digging bucket.
5-ton digging bucket.
Yeah, without the teeth on it or anything yet.
So we're just in the process of welding it up at the moment.
That's right, yeah. So we're just going to weld the hangers on it.
Yeah. So he's going to got them tacked on, ready to go. That's why it's all quite hot. Looks like good welding. So over this side, we've got the cutting edges for buckets. So you've obviously watched my last video, haven't you, of changing the cutting edge. So if you want a cutting edge for a digger bucket that are smaller, there's just, well, you can see them everywhere. They're just, I don't know how you know where everything is.
Labels, computers.
Yeah.
There's too much to know everything.
Yeah.
Off your head. So.
This is the painting booth.
That's right, yeah. So this one has just been painted. So we're putting it on bake in a minute just to make sure that
It's nice and warm in here. Yeah, it is nice and warm in here. So you're baking the paint on.
That's right, yeah. So we keep it at a constant temperature here so the paint lays down nicely.
What on earth's that?
So that's a little headstock. There's a bucket underneath it just to lift it up off the
Oh, I see. You've just painted the headstock, so that'll fit like a jackhammer or...
That's a grading beam from that one.
Oh, for a grading beam.
So this is our dispatch for the larger products. So this is pallet dispatch side of things. It's also our quick hitch storage, which, as you can see, we're actually overflowing with quick hitches at the minute.
Yeah.
So this is both your manual quick hitches and our new
So,
quick
for
hitch.
people who don't know what a quick hitch is,
Yep.
let's have a look at one. So this is a quick hitch for a digger, isn't it?
That's right, yeah. So essentially,
so this goes on the digger, so you don't have to keep pulling the pins out to change the bucket, isn't it? So this here is the quick hitch.
that's right, yeah. So this goes between the machine of the arm here, and then you can use the bottom half to pick the pins up on the bucket.
Yeah.
And it just speeds up your bucket changes, and it also takes out a lot of wear and tear on your machine. You're not using a hammer to knock your pins in and out constantly.
Excellent.
Then,
So not only are the buckets outside, but all these buildings as well are full of buckets.
so this one's actually full of quick hitches.
So this is the quick hitch building.
That's right, yes.
So you've got a whole building just for digger quick hitches.
That's right, yeah. So anything that says H corrects on the side of it is,
Like that one there.
yeah, that's our hydraulic quick hitch, which is the first ever fully carbon neutral hydraulic quick hitch to hit the market.
Oh, excellent. Saving the planet.
Absolutely, every little helps.
So like that, it says HQX. So these are all buckets going out for dispatch now, are they?
That's right, yeah. So these are all our orders. Some of our wider deep dig buckets.
Oh yeah. Concrete bucket. Oh look, we've got a green concrete bucket.
Oh yeah. This is bespoke for a customer, so he knows exactly which bucket is his.
Oh,
When
okay.
it comes to loading the wagon, once they've finished the job on site, they know the green buckets belong to them, and people aren't getting their buckets mixed up.
So they're not stealing buckets.
That's right, yeah.
All right.
We've got a couple of US buckets down here as well.
What's the difference between US buckets?
So these ones are actually a bespoke hanger system. So this one...
Oh yeah, I can see they're not on pins, look, are they?
That's right, yes. I believe this one is a Kubota specific one.
Oh, okay.
Kubota quick attach. And then this one is actually a Bobcat exchange pickup.
Oh yeah, because it's on different hooks
right,
again, look.
Yeah.
God, that's why you got to have so many buckets, because there's so many different types,
That's
isn't
right,
there?
yeah, it's a bit of a minefield, really.
We've got a special bucket here now, haven't we?
So this is our unique innovation to Rhinox. This is our Unitus bucket. And basically when you're digging around utilities, stuff like that,
Electric.
yeah, the rounded edge of the blade actually deflects away from the cable. Or you,
So if you're digging down to a cable and you hit the cable just there, the teeth would usually pull the cable out of the ground, whereas this, what do you say, deflects the cable away.
obviously you still need to be careful with it. Use your common sense, don't go
Yeah.
all in digging around a utility still. It's not going to protect it fully, but it's just reducing
It helps.
the chance.
It helps. An interesting bucket. Next thing we've got, this is a grading beam. I can see that for levelling limestone and gravel and whatever you want. So instead of a bucket, you've got a beam and it pulls it all level. So that's what that does. Got a big selection of buckets here. What are these ones over here then?
Yeah, so we'll kick off with the telehandler buckets, since they're up close. So we've got over 100 telehandler buckets in stock at the minute.
I can see that.
These ones are to fit the JCB 535, your typical Q-fit telehandler
You
buckets.
can see they're on Q-fit brackets just here, look.
We do Manitou, we do Bobcat, we do Merlot.
Yeah.
Some we keep in stock.
Yeah.
Some of them we do have to manufacture them in-house. I'll put the brackets on to suit.
You do specialist sort of things.
That's right, yeah.
You make to fit whatever you want.
Yeah.
And then we've got all these buckets over here as well, have we? What are all these buckets?
So these ones are our micro buckets. So these are your 0.75 ton machines.
Yeah.
And then as the field goes back, we get into the bigger buckets as well, which we can look at in a minute.
Let's go and have a look at these buckets.
All different sizes. We've got digging buckets, we've got grading buckets, or ditching buckets, and narrow trenching buckets.
Let's have a look here. So what this is for? These are for micro diggers by the looks of things.
Yeah, so this will be your small little Volvos or your Takuchis, that kind of idea.
Oh, excellent.
Then now we're starting. So this is for the 1.5 ton bucket. Obviously with your bottom blade. So you get the nice flat and bottom trench. You don't have the teeth marks in the bottom of your trench.
I've never seen so many buckets in my life.
And then we're back down to the micros again.
These look like the rakes here, are they?
That's right, yeah. So these are our riddle buckets. So these are a hybrid between a standard riddle bucket
Yeah.
or a skeleton bucket and our land rakes, which are a bit of a heavier duty time.
This looks like it's off for like a 5 tonner or an 8 tonner, is it?
It is off a 12 tonner, believe it or not.
Oh, shows you how much I know about diggers.
That is the S60 and the S70, so that will fit your tilt rotator,
Yeah.
your hinge con hitch, your rotor tilt, that kind of idea.
Oh, okay.
That's what these are actually designed for.
And then what are these here? These are off 14 tonners as well. These are ditching buckets, are they?
These are actually, yeah. So these are your 72-inch wide grading buckets.
What are you looking at every time we go in there? Have I got? Oh, it says it on here, doesn't it?
Yeah, so the little badge there and the little barcode sticker at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
So, for example, this one says 12B on it.
Yeah.
It just means it says 12 to 15 ton machine.
Oh, okay.
And B is your standard 12 ton pickup.
And then you've got your own teeth as well, I can see. It says Rhinox on the teeth.
Yep, so these are all cast to our standard.
Right, we're on some specialist stuff now, aren't we?
Yep, so these ones here, our micro trenching buckets. These ones dig 400mm deep.
Yeah.
We also do them at 700mm deep at different widths. These are ideal for like your fibre optic cables, your water lines, drainage, that kind of stuff.
Okay, got your ripper teeth here.
Then we've got the ripper teeth, ideal for breaking up frosty ground like we've got today.
Yeah, well, we know all about these because they're,
Yeah, of course.
yeah, 'cause we've obviously used them, haven't we?
That's right, yeah.
Oh, these are the big longer ones.
These are the 700 ones, yeah. So these are ideal for utilities.
Yeah, okay. Oh, excellent. Got so much stuff here, isn't there? So much stuff. But it's good having so much stock because you can get it out next day, can't you? And
yeah, so we ship same day dispatch up to 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
For next day delivery across most of the UK.
Oh, okay. More ripper teeth.
Again, more ripper tooth.
Yeah.
Some 1.5 ton. More grading buckets, more bottom blade buckets. And then we get down to our standard riddle buckets. So obviously the rate riddle bucket, this is the alternative to that.
Okay. These are for like, what's this, 1.5 tonner?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, look, one, okay.
Yeah. So these ones are ideal for sifting through your soil, get rid of your rubble,
Yeah.
any stuff you don't want in your soil, and leave you nice aggregate left over.
Recycling buckets.
Exactly.
There's loads this side as well.
Yeah, so again, a mix of rate riddle buckets and riddle buckets on that side as well.
So how many acres, I'm going to work this out in acres, how many acres of buckets are there just here? There's no point in telling me how many buckets there are because there's just thousands of them. You know, this must be like 3-4 acres, would it be?
I believe it is just shy of 4 acres.
4 acres of buckets you've got in stock.
That's right, yeah. For all different sizes, all different machine makes and models.
Yeah.
That's including the telehandler buckets as well.
And you say you've got some pallet tines as well in a minute we're going to have a look at.
We'll have a look at some pallet forks in a minute. These are our land rakes. So imagine multiple ripper teeth welded together essentially.
Okay. So these aren't the same as the rakes like those ones?
That's right, yeah. So if you obviously took one of these and a normal riddle bucket, you would get a land rake essentially.
Okay. But these, I can see these are a lot thicker, aren't they?
These have got much thicker tines. They've got the supporting bar through the middle, so they go straight from the top to the bottom right the way through.
Yeah, okay.
Solid bar. And it's just perfect for getting out roots, brambles.
Because them, I suppose, trying to rip a root out of them, you're just going to bend them.
Bend the tines on them. Whereas these, there's no way you're bending one of these.
No, definitely not.
So this one's for a 7 tonner, and we actually do these right up to the 12 and 20 ton machines as well.
Oh, okay. What's the biggest sort of bucket size you go up to then? 20?
25 ton is the biggest we do.
Okay. So these are all the pallet tines you've just been talking about. So you can have pallet tines on a digger.
That's right, yeah.
So they got
the carriages. Obviously, we haven't got the forks attached to them yet.
I suppose
they're ready to be fitted.
I suppose for transport, it's easier to put the forks on when they're.
We will put the forks on before we ship them out to the customer.
Oh, will you?
But for storage, we put together these nice stillages just so we can keep plenty of stock.
Yeah, okay. So
So
it's like a forklift carrier.
that's right, yeah.
Then on there. And what are the different pins for? So they'll fit on a different machine.
That's right, yeah. So one set of forks, or one set of carriage, sorry, will fit a 12-ton machine, and it will fit a 25-ton machine, and everything between each
Oh, that's
other.
good. So you haven't got to buy 2 carriers.
That's right, yeah. So you can just swap the pins over on site. So some sites have a 12 and a 25-ton machine on site. You can just swap the pins over within a couple of minutes.
Oh, that's good.
And then you can pick it up with the next machine as well. We also do them in a 9-ton style, and those ones at the back there are for your S60, your S70, your tilt rotator style pickups.
You wouldn't really want a set of pallet times much on like a 5-ton.
No.
Too much, isn't it?
Stuff like 3CX machines, a little bit bigger agri machines, you can put the set of pallet forks on them, and people are having good results with that actually.
Oh, good.
But yeah, any smaller than that, and you just got the weight limit of the machine.
Yeah, pull the digger over with
You
a
got
set
a
of.
risk of tipping.
Yeah. Look, more buckets.
Yeah, so this is our overstock section of the field, if you like. So if we can't fit it on the rows where they fit into their categories,
Yeah.
this is where they're stored until we make room elsewhere, basically.
So these are for like, that looks like it's for a 18-tonner or something, is it?
So these are your 25-ton buckets right down this end.
Oh God, I'm terrible at these. I'm terrible at getting diggers right today, aren't I?
36-inch wide, so 22A is our 20 to 25-ton products.
Okay. What else we got here as well? Just
Got a nice big grading bucket.
oh yeah, look at that. That's taller than me. I go around like that, look. That bucket's taller than me.
So that's for your S60, S70 again, your tilt rotator products, which we've just launched this year, actually, or last year now.
Yeah.
We're in 2025 now.
Yeah.
These are your standard grading buckets.
Yeah.
Again, these 12 and 20-ton products.
Yeah. Okay.
And we've got a fair few of them in stock. Two to a pallet.
I'll say there's tons of them. They don't look like that. You know, sometimes you go somewhere and like they start to go green, don't they? Because they've been there for so long.
That's
But
right, yeah.
all these are black, so you must be shifting
Yeah,
a fair amount.
Yeah. We do rotate our stock quite well as well.
Oh, good.
And obviously before we send it out, we do paint them, we do touch them up, we make sure they don't look like this. We don't accept the rust spots on the buckets.
Oh, well done.
So, yeah.
Even though they're going to dig a hole and just
Even
get
though you're gonna
destroyed.
scratch the paint off within 10 minutes of working, yeah.
Yeah.
We do still like to keep them looking spick and span.
These are big ripper teeth, aren't they?
These are a bit more to look at. So these are our 12-ton ripper teeth. We also do a 20-ton ripper tooth as well. So
Have you got any here or not?
somewhere, yeah. Don't ask me where. The computer will be able to tell us.
I don't know. We're in 4 acres of buckets. It's like finding a needle in a haystack.
Ripper tooth.
Yeah. What else we got down here?
Again, these are our 12-ton buckets as well. So
Yeah. Okay.
Narrowest 12-ton bucket. Sorry, that's a 22-ton bucket.
22-ton. Oh yeah. Look.
Our 18.
22.
So that is our narrowest 22-ton bucket.
Yeah. Okay. 10 minutes later, we're still walking through buckets. You're just saying that you've got hardox in the blades?
That's right, yeah. So all of our lip plates, our blades, they're all Hardox material.
Yeah.
Or equivalent to Hardox, not necessarily the brand of Hardox.
Yeah.
But they're the same hardness, or Brunel, if you want to get technical.
Oh, excellent. So they're not going to wear out as fast?
That's right, yeah. So all of our buckets are built to last. We've got the extra thick wear protection on the bottom as well. So when you're digging, you're not wearing through the bottom of the bucket. You're not getting that thin material where it pops
Where it
through.
splits in half?
Yeah, I'm sure you've all seen it.
Oh, well, that's why I've come to get another bucket.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So yeah, our buckets are a premium product. They are built to last. They're not necessarily the cheapest product,
Yeah.
but they are built to last. Everything is welded to a high specification.
Oh,
Everything
excellent.
that comes through our factory is quality controlled by ourselves to make sure it is exactly how you want it.
We've got another bucket.
So this is our 5 to 9 ton concrete pouring bucket. So these are specifically designed with the chutes.
For pouring foundations for houses.
Yeah, pouring trenches, foundations. We have people that use shingle for filling drainage holes. That kind of idea as well.
So how do you sort of... The concrete lorry backs up to them,
That's right, yeah.
fills them up,
Yep.
and then you can sort of move round to the wherever you want and...
Yeah, that's right, yeah. So a lot of people use them with the spout outwards as well, away from the machine.
Oh, so you put the bucket on back to front?
That's right, yeah. So then you've just got really good control. With a really good operator, they can get...
I've seen it done before.
Yeah, that's right.
On there's even got a chute on it.
That's right, yeah. So we put these removable gates in so they can be removed completely.
Yeah.
So we've got the convex and the concave, different sides, so you can control the flow a little bit better. So if you've got a really watery concrete,
Yeah.
you can slow the flow down that little bit more as well.
Well, that's interesting.
So these ones are for the tilt rotators as well. So that just gives you that extra little bit more freedom as well.
These are quite specialist, really, aren't they?
That's right, yeah. If you're pouring a lot of foundations, a lot of trenches, these are really handy tools.
Oh, good.
Yep, so this is our trailer where we stand our products ready for dispatch. So we have 1 to 2 of these double-decker trailers leave here every single day.
Going where? Where are you selling to?
So this is all over the UK. So this is solely for our UK orders.
Yeah.
We don't do any international shipments through this company, which is YDL,
Yeah.
which is part of the Pallet network.
Yeah, okay.
Alongside this, as a pallet courier, we do DPD, we do FedEx, we do DHL as well for all the parcels and the smaller stuff as well.
Did you say you're sending stuff to America as well?
That's right, yeah. So we actually have our own warehousing over in America as well.
Okay. So all you American viewers, you can buy buckets?
Absolutely, yeah. And we can dispatch next day, or we can deliver next day in America as well in certain places.
Because you've got a depot in America?
Because we've got a depot over there.
Oh, excellent.
Obviously, the further out you are from Alabama, which is our warehouse location, the
Yeah.
longer it takes,
Yeah.
naturally. But yeah, we can deliver within a week to most places in the US.
Well done. Another building that's yet again got buckets inside of it.
Yeah.
What we got down here then?
So this is our spare parts, our small components.
Dispatch centre as well.
Yeah, that's
All the pins. So you got grease points in the end of the pins.
Yeah.
And where's it come out the hole? There's a hole there where the grease comes out of. What else we got down here?
So we've got bushes.
Bushes.
Sadly, we're going to stop doing bushes soon.
Why?
Just because there's so many different variations with the machine that we
what-
can utilise this space a little bit better.
I can see you've got plenty of bushes.
But bucket pins, still cracking on with them.
Yeah, I can see all them.
And then we've got the hydraulic stuff here for our new hydraulic quick hitches. So again, there's rows upon rows of different hydraulic components.
Yeah,
Bucket links, tipping links,
yeah.
all the smaller components, all get dispatched from this warehouse.
Ooh. What are these down here?
So these are all our hydraulic fittings. So these will make our hydraulic coupler fit
Yeah.
various different types of couplers.
Everything, you try and make everything so it's not just one thing fits one
Exactly,
thing.
yeah.
You try and make one thing fit loads of different, multiple things.
That's right, yeah. So we try and have some kind of universality to it.
Oh. What's this then?
So these we're not allowed to talk about.
Okay.
Essentially, we're now launching a 5 to 9 ton range of tilt ditching buckets to
Okay.
go with the rest of our 1.5 to 3 ton. So we're just increasing the size range of our twin cylinder tilt ditching buckets.
So these have got rams on it, so the buckets tilt left and right like that. So when you're grading, they're well, we'll leave you to talk about these when we're allowed to talk about them then.
Absolutely, yeah.
So what's all this here then as well?
Yeah, so these are all our marketing gifts.
Yeah.
So we've got nice biscuit tubes up here. We've got
So
some
what sort of what are these then? They're biscuits, are they?
They are, yeah. We've got
Right.
a nice chocolate orange flavoured
Let's
biscuit.
carry on walking.
We've got pens, we've got bottles,
Yeah, yeah,
got cylinders.
yeah. What else you got? Yeah, yeah. These are pens, are they?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yep, lovely.
Water bottles in the black box.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you. We've come somewhere where it's nice and warm now, haven't we?
Yep, so this is our research and development office. Sadly, our research and developer's not here today.
So the quick hitches we're looking at in the quick hitch barn. These are 3D printed quick hitches. So this is like new development, is it?
That's right, yeah.
So instead of before they actually start making a product, everything's 3D printed. Like, so that one's probably for, I'm not even going to say it because I'll get it wrong. I guess that's for a 1.5 ton digger.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
And then this one here is for a 5 ton digger.
Yep.
Doing well here, aren't we?
Can you make it 3 for 3?
Can I make it 3 for free? This one here, 12 ton.
Nope.
Oh. 14.
Nope.
8.
Yep.
Yeah. I thought that was a bit too big for an 8. So you'll 3D print these first,
That's right, yeah.
so you can get it, well, you can test them, I suppose. or-
Yeah, so we can actually fit that to the machine. Obviously, we can't pick a bucket up with them. but
I'd
the
like
most
to see
important-
that.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. You pick this up with a bucket.
But the most important part is when we're crowding in and out, we're not catching on anything. We're not damaging bucket links. We're not damaging the outlet.
Yeah, so when that's on the machine, when you crowd it round, you don't want that to hit the boom,
Exactly,
do you?
yeah.
Or if you go that way, you don't want it to hit the ram just here.
Yeah, exactly.
That's very good. I'm very impressed. So the designer who designs all this sort of stuff, can you design all the buckets in-house, don't you?
That's right, yeah. Everything is our design.
Okay. So just here is where the designer sits to design it all,
Usually, yeah.
but he's at lunch.
He is, yeah.
So we can't have a look at that, but it's basically just a CAD program where you...
Yeah, we use all CAD design. So everything is CAD design first before we ever go to production.
Okay, lovely. Cool. Right, well, let's have a cup of tea and we'll load the bucket in the car.
Cracking idea.
So we're all loaded up, got my bucket. Thank you very much for showing us around.
No problem.
Really enjoyed it, actually, really enjoyed it. So they've said they're going to set up a discount code. So you have quite a lot of orders through online, don't you?
That's right, yeah.
So we're going to set up another 5% discount code, but I want like a nice, easy discount code, like a Tom Lamb 1 or something, or whatever, I don't know. I'll put it's at the bottom of the screen here. So that's the discount code. If you want to use that and order a bucket or whatever, you'll get 5% off the order, won't you? So you get 5% off the order, everyone's happy, you know, you're happy, customers are happy, whatever. So there we go. Right, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all soon.